something that we can't see. But once Dalton takes that road, there's nothing more than a passenger above the impact of rearward impact. Now, I mean, look, an impact like that is you're not going to just jump out of the car and say happy days. You know, your body has gone through a trauma. So, not.
All right, and we're live.
Well, hello there.
Yes, good to see you. Is it your first time?
This is my first time in the announcer's booth.
Are you excited?
I am very exciting, especially after the day I had today.
Yeah. What happened today?
Well, I did not get a Valentine's Day card from you, number one.
It's in the mail. It's in the mail.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yes, it's very pink. There's like lots of hearts.
Oh, I see.
Heartfelt message. How else was
And
your
as we
day?
discussed, the other part of my day was my alternator, and I forgot to finish that story.
Yeah.
The my mechanic texts me and says, "Oh, we're gonna have to order a second alternator." And I'm like, "Oh, why is that?" "Oh, because the bolt pattern and the threads don't match." And I'm like, "Well, that's not good because we're not gonna definitely duct tape this thing on."
Right. Well, what'd they get? Did they not get one for an M3?
Apparently, the people who filled the order put the wrong one in the box.
Okay. What'd you get? A BMW one, or did you just get an aftermarket one?
Well, the aftermarket one that makes them for BMW,
Oh, okay.
which is
Fancy.
probably
It's probably a Bosch
Bosch.
unit.
Yeah. But apparently there's two different thread patterns and they put the wrong one.
Well, is it a reman unit, I take it?
No, it's a brand new one. So it would behoove me to keep the one I have and have it remanufactured for down the road.
Right. So did they get it fixed or no?
I have to wait till tomorrow because the new delivery didn't happen until like 4:30. So they're like, "Hey, Fred, you got to arrange a ride home." I'm like, "Sure." Which one of my coworkers am I going to enlist to drive me home?
Oh, were you at the shop the whole time? Or?
No, luckily for me, where I work and where my mechanic is like literally 4 blocks away.
Oh, okay.
Kind of convenient.
Yeah. So you still have to have the car towed there, didn't you?
Yeah, I had to call AAA this morning and say, "Hey, I need a tow to my mechanic." So they sent over a flatbed.
Yeah, okay.
Though I did learn something new about BMW.
What's that?
Well, my car has a tow hitch.
Right.
So I asked the driver, I was like, "Hey, how come you guys don't use the tow hitch?" He goes, "Well, what we learned in school is that not to use Mercedes or BMW tow hitches because you could literally shear them off."
Right.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it just one of those screw-in ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like it's way safer to use the control arms.
Yeah. Those aren't going anywhere.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm glad you studied well in school.
Tow truck school.
Yeah. Though, interesting story enough, the last time I had my car towed, it was by a former Hollywood TV actor.
Really?
Now turned tow truck driver.
Hollywood TV actor? Who was it?
Wow.
Someone we would know?
No.
Oh.
I mean, we would have known some of the movies this guy was in, but he was like an extra.
Oh, okay. So you gonna tell us or leave us in suspense?
I don't remember what the guy's name was. I was like, I'm looking at him going, I usually am pretty good about, recognizing people from TV and movies, and I'm like looking at this guy going, yeah, never saw you. Even the adult movies. No,
No, not that famous.
not that famous.
So
who do we have here in the poll?
I don't know. I've never seen this person before.
Not Sam Hain?
I don't think so.
No.
No. What's up, dear? Okay. Have a good night, hon.
Aw.
Oh, I know.
My girlfriend never says that to me.
Oh, no, that was my kid. I don't talk to my wife that way.
I know. What was I thinking? So, speaking of that, did you guys do anything special for Valentine's Day? The audience wants to know.
All right, so I got her a card.
Okay.
I remembered that. I got that on Thursday. So, real big planner.
Yes.
I can't remember if we did anything Friday. I don't think we did.
Well, you know.
Anything at all. Nothing memorable, put it that way.
You know what they say is if you go to a restaurant or any place like that, they usually say it's the worst time to go.
Right?
For many reasons. Number one, they jack up the prices, and number two,
it's just crowded and disgusting.
Yeah. And number three, the food is usually not their best, freshest, I should say.
Right. No, nothing. What about you?
Well, the girlfriend and I went to a sushi place.
Of course.
I know, right? Exactly.
Is that all you guys eat?
No, but she wanted to go there, so I'm like, okay, which one are we going to? She goes, that new one we found in Laguna Beach. I'm like, all right, well, let's hope it's not crowded because this is all last minute.
Right.
And luckily for us, it was not crowded at all. I guess a lot of people got scared away.
Well, we just did. It was my wife's 40th birthday, so we did a hibachi dinner with all her friends and everything.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Speaking of which, I heard she started a new job.
Yeah, that was today. So far, so good.
Oh, that's good. She didn't kill anybody?
No. Everything's good.
When are you going to start putting the little one to work?
Oh, I don't know.
Delivering papers, mowing lawns.
Oh, kids aren't allowed to deliver papers anymore.
Really? Since when?
Well, I don't know if they're not allowed, but there's no kids that deliver papers anymore. All the adults took the paper delivery jobs. Like, when's the last time you saw a kid on a bicycle delivering newspapers?
It's been a while. Well, meanwhile, I guess this race is about to start.
Yeah. I guess that's not the start line. They do it at the 24
I guess
hour
not. Maybe
start.
not for GT4. Yeah. So wait, when in this version of the track, do they start on top of the hill?
No, they would start coming down
now.
this straight. I think there's a start-finish line.
Oh, that's right.
Which is weird because the track map shows a start-finish line like the normal one.
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna start here. This should be entertaining.
Yeah.
Now, during my driver's briefing, I said, all right, guys, Eau Rouge and Renown is not where you want to pass, especially on the first lap.
Well, let's go side by side then.
Yeah. Well, so far, looks like Mercedes power.
Yeah, looks like everyone survived.
Milouf.
Let's see if I go back to the garage. There we go. I made the mistake of going to drive during the warm-up, whatever, while they're waiting on the line for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't let me go back to garage.
won't let you go back to garage right now?
No, I am now. So,
Oh, yeah, you are now. I can see it now. Well, so far, we don't see any yellows or no reds. Even our friend Hatcher is doing pretty good.
Yeah.
What is Peppers doing back there? I am very shocked.
Why should he be faster?
Right now, he's killing it in GT3.
Is he?
Yeah.
Why, how'd he do last week?
I don't remember where he finished, but like his times in practice were very impressive.
Well, good for Peppers.
I would say so. Peppers is probably one of the nicest racers in our league. I don't think there's anything that can happen.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, number 20. Who is that?
Oberoi? Oberoi?
Oberoi.
Oberoi. It's like Scooby-Doo. Like, Oberoi. Raggy?
I missed that show. They need to redo it.
Well, don't they like keep redoing it like every so many years?
Yeah. I mean, there was the live action.
Or wasn't it just one like HBO, like Velma or something?
Oh, yeah, I heard that was terrible.
Was it?
Yeah. I think it had one of the SNL actors in it.
Oh, okay.
I believe. Speaking of SNL, did anybody catch that SNL 50th?
Negative.
Yeah, it wasn't very funny.
No?
No.
My wife was saying there's a lot of like music mostly.
Well, they had a separate music version that was, I think, separate than the regular broadcast. Okay. So I see that Mr. Orr here is looking to get by Mr. Oberoi.
Oberoi.
Oh, that's gonna be the stick for the night. Oberoi.
Oberoi.
Oberoi's hitting the brakes.
I hope something exciting happens with them, so he's like, Oberoi. He's making a spin.
Zoinks. Oh, Jesus. So the Sam guy he's new. I'm not sure if he's even in the GT3 league.
Yeah.
He might be.
So far.
So how's your experience been with this game so far? I've heard mixed things.
Difficult. Like, I don't know if it's me or if it's my wheel. The game I just can't get a grasp on it.
You have the Thrustmaster, no?
Yeah.
Is it the T150?
Yeah. But it's just like the steering just like feels like there's like no responsiveness to it. Like it's very light, like very little feedback, and almost feels like delayed.
Yeah, with this game, just because of the way the physics are, you definitely need to feel what is going on.
Right. Because
for like laughs and giggles, I took my wheelbase and like dialed it down just to see what it felt like, and it's like with Gran Turismo, you could totally, get around fine. It's not go fast, but with this game, the lighter it is, I think the slower you go because you just can't feel what's happening.
Right. No, like I always feel like the car is like on the edge, like I'm always like ready to spin at any moment.
Yeah, I think whatever is happening with your wheel, it's because it's making everything too light.
Yeah. And like I tried a little GT4, whatever track was last week you guys ran.
Yeah.
And I did a few laps just with whoever was out. I think, I don't know who was in the lobby with me, but hell, I was 8 seconds off pace.
Oh, wow.
My best lap, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're just not feeling what's going on with the car, especially mid-turn.
And I think it was a track I knew. So it was just...
Oh, the Nürburgring.
Yeah, Nürburgring. So yeah, it's a track I'm familiar with. But, like, all the braking points seemed really, like, off. Like, just to get it to turn, I had to brake super early. Otherwise, it would just plow right through the turns.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it was... I can't imagine the GT4 Audi being that horrible.
No. I think the most horrible car in the game is probably the Honda.
The NSX?
Yeah, well, not horrible in terms of like it sucks. It horrible in terms like it takes a special kind of man to drive it.
Drive it.
Yeah.
Like
It's
even when we did that Porsche Cup Car race at Laguna Seca, like I had no pace whatsoever.
Yeah, I think it's the wheel not giving you what you need to know.
Right.
Like I saw an interesting video just yesterday. One of these esport guys talks about like how if the wheel's too light, you can't get a feel what the car's doing, and there's no way. Well, he qualified it. Most normal human beings are not going to understand like what the car's doing at speed if they can't feel what the weight of the car is.
Yeah. Like if you can't feel it, like losing traction or anything like that.
Because obviously you do not have that issue in Gran Turismo.
No. Like I can
being one of our lead architects.
Yeah, I can keep somewhat pace in Gran Turismo mostly, depending on what we're running. You know,
yeah.
If it's high downforce cars, I'm fine. GT3s anymore, I've kind of fallen to the middle of the pack. But I don't really practice them very often either because I've kind of lost interest in GT3.
Yeah. That's why I think we should start doing, some of these other cars that are interesting.
Right? Like the 2-hour Daytona, that was a lot of fun. Like doing the hypercar, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun driving that.
Yeah, unfortunately I had to miss that one because, I was like out of the country.
Out of town. Yeah.
Looks like this Mr. Orr guy.
Here.
Yeah. Now Perot had fast lap there for a second.
Did he?
Yeah. And he's currently at 7th. I think he's fast. He's in this game he is fast. He struggles in GT7.
Right? Especially in when he Super Formula.
Yeah. Yeah, he struggles in that game, but in this game for some reason he is probably in the top 10%.
And I'm the complete opposite.
Yes, which I find very shocking. I'll have to share this video that I recorded. It's on my channel. Moby and I were dicing it out in the GT3s at this track yesterday in practice.
I have to get his settings off because him and I have the same wheel.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think if you can duplicate his settings, that might help.
Yeah. And maybe it's because maybe it's even my pedal setup because I have a super stiff brake pedal. So maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know.
Well, the one thing about this game too, I've come to realize, is it likes you hitting the brake quick and fast.
Right.
Whereas in Gran Turismo, I don't know if you really need to do that.
No. it's
Just
kinda
as long
like
as you
the-
get full brake.
Yeah. Gran Turismo, I want to make, easy on, easy off.
Right. Whereas the easy on, easy off with these cars, especially the GT3 cars, it doesn't seem to like it. It seems to want to have that initial quick stab of the brake and then easing off if you need to trail it. Which for, people who are in my age group, that can, be problematic because,
You just don't stab like you used to?
No, I don't. I've been told that by many. You're right, you don't stab like you used to. It's like, well, this is what happens when you hit 55. I know. It's shocking.
Yes. And still so adorable.
I know. I try. Like during the Super Bowl, I went to my brother's place, and he had a Super Bowl party, and some of his co-workers and friends that he has were there, and they're like, "Oh, we didn't know you had a brother." I'm like, "Well, he doesn't like to talk about me too much." And they're like, "Why is that?" "Well, I only got out of prison like 6 months ago, so they don't like bringing it up."
Black sheep.
I'm the black sheep.
Oh boy, it's making a move.
Oh, or
No.
it ain't gonna happen.
No.
Nope. Meanwhile,
valiant effort.
yes.
Frankie's made his way up past Peppers.
Oh no. Yes, he has.
Isn't there a Pepper rule?
Oh, or puts it. Now, in case our viewers don't know, there is a Peppers rule. You don't pass Peppers. And if it's 10 minutes left to go, you don't pass Peppers.
Just bad things happen, right?
Yeah, very bad things happen.
Man, that's a large gap. 9 seconds.
Yeah, the Sam guy, he is quick.
4 seconds on Ben. That's pretty good.
I know, Mr. Malouf. How do you pronounce that? Malouf.
I say Malouf.
Okay.
Meatloaf. Malouf.
Now, I am a inquisitive person. I like to know where people's names come from.
Right.
Where is Malouf from? Norwegian, Scandinavian, German?
Well, it's kind of like Meatloaf, so... Where was Meatloaf from?
I think he
California?
was it English? No. Was he from California?
Yeah. He's a U.S. guy, right?
Well, yes, he's a U.S. guy, but, California is not exactly the U.S., depending on who you talk to.
Not for long, at least, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Interesting times we live in.
Well, there's a trivia question for our viewers. Where's Meatloaf from?
Yes, viewers, type in the chat, where is Meatloaf from? And if you ask, who is Meatloaf, then I am way too old.
Oh, man. That's disappointing. If you don't know who Meatloaf is.
I know who Meatloaf is, but do our viewers know who Meatloaf is? Wait, who popped up that thing?
You. That's you.
Oh.
Quit moving your sticks around.
Oh! Sorry. It's my first day on a PlayStation.
Now we got Frankie coming up on O'Broy.
Oh, this should be interesting. Like I said, Peralt is quick in this game.
I think the T's silent. Like Renown.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's French-Canadian.
Oh, so he's like one of Pig's people.
Yeah, so it's like Perot.
Oh. Oh, what is happening with our Peppers? He's fallen behind. Or got by Peppers. Oh, someone jumped the curb.
Nobody's keeping up with Mr. Loaf.
Yeah, he's not too shabby. Both of them, you know,
Porsches.
driving a real man's car.
It is a Cayman.
Yeah, that's true.
But to be honest, I do like the Cayman. I think it's a better looking car than the 911.
You know, a lot of people do think that. That is a sentiment that is, you know, out here in California, it being kind of like a Porsche area,
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a lot of Caymans.
Have you seen how expensive they've gotten?
Yeah.
It's like $100K.
I'm not sure why they've
like
gotten expensive.
$100K for a Cayman.
When those things first came out, weren't they like closer to 60?
Yeah, well, it was a Boxster. It came from
Right.
a Boxster, which was just kind of like a more affordable Porsche.
Or is what my generation used to call the poor man's Porsche.
Yeah. Well, that's what I had. I had a 924. I know all about it.
Yep. My dad had one. He had a 924 turbo.
Same
Loved
here.
that thing.
Yeah. Fun car.
Yeah. My dad, there's an
It had
interesting
the
story.
loudest turbo in the world.
Yes, it did. My dad, being the guy that he is, took the family out in it. You know, my brother and I, not being very big at the time.
Where did he put you?
The back seat.
How?
And that was somehow my brother and I were in the back seat.
How?
It's tiny, but we were there.
I mean, you know, the back seat was just put in there for show. It wasn't. It didn't do anything.
No, and it was not comfortable.
No, because
now this is from the guy, my
the
dad.
front seats were against the back seats. Like
yeah,
the
well,
back
guess
of the front
what?
seats. Yeah.
My knees were in my chest.
Yeah, you're probably like kneeling back there.
So when my dad
Anyways,
bought
on with the
car,
story. Sorry.
well, so for context sake, I would have been 14. Yeah, because my dad bought it when I was in junior high. So I would have been 14. My brother would have been 11.
14.
So
That's
there we are.
Worse to be in the back seat. He didn't let you sit in the front?
Well, my mom was sitting in the front.
Oh. Oh shit! There was 4 of you in that thing.
There was 4 of us. So my dad decides one day, oh, we're all going to go out family drive on a Sunday. So we go out to what is now, you know, the burnt down Palisades off of PCH. Right. We're on PCH, and a non-turbo pulls up alongside my dad, and it was a red one, a 924 red, 924.
Was it like an early one, or was it like an S?
It wasn't an S. My dad was the S turbo.
Okay. Well, like the later, like the S's had the 944 engine.
This was prior to the 944 being released, I believe.
Okay, so it just had like the 4-cylinder Audi engine.
Right. Okay. So this guy decides to rev his engine at my dad. We're at a light. And my brother and I are like, get him, Dad. And my dad starts to, you know, hit the throttle. Yeah. And my mom is sitting in the you know, passenger saying, don't do it. Don't do it. My brother and I are in the back seat. Do it. Do it. Light goes green. My dad stabs it and blows this guy's doors off because he had the turbo plus the extra boost function, which the dealer warned him, don't use it unless you're prepared to bring the car in afterwards. So my dad blows this guy's doors off. I think we must have hit close to 100 miles an hour. Meanwhile, my mom's freaking out. But the light comes, my dad slows down, and the guy decides to run a red light to I don't know, prove a point that, I'm going to be stupid and run a red light to beat you.
Right.
Yeah, my mom just about was ready to divorce my dad after that's done.
See, my 924, I never knew how fast it could go. Because it was a 1980 model. So whatever the U.S. regulations was, the speedometer was only allowed to go up to 85.
Oh.
So I could peg the speedometer easily, but how fast I was going after that, who the hell knew?
So I just Pete pegged, and
Yeah.
you're like, well, it's still accelerating.
And, the cop asked me, how fast were you going? 85.
And he's laughing at you.
It only does 85. Look. I can prove it.
And did he let you go?
Oh, no, I never got pulled over for speeding.
Oh, okay.
But when it caught on fire, the cop that showed up was a smart ass. The car's burning. I'm sitting there on the curb, hanging out watching it burn. He's looking at it. He's like, "Well, it was a nice car."
Oh, what a dick thing to say.
And then after that, after the firefighters had put it out and everything, he's asking, where my information was and everything. I told him, oh, it's just in the glove box. So he goes in the glove box and grabs it. And he comes back. Is that your gun in there?
Oh, Jesus. And of course you said yes.
Yeah. Don't touch it.
Well, I'm sure he touched it.
No, there was no gun.
Oh.
He was just being a smartass.
But then you were being a smartass back and saying yes. At that point, he was probably like, oh, wait a minute, is there a gun in here?
Yeah.
Well, meanwhile, we were talking about guns and ammo and, fire.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Phillips got around Maloof.
I think Maloof went into the... Oh, he did get around him. I thought he went to the pits.
There is no mandatory pits in this one.
The pit window is open. Yeah, there is. See?
Everybody's
got orange next to him.
Okay, that's right.
O'Broy.
Oh, Aberall pitted. Or O'Broy.
Aberall?
I don't know. I can't read. I'm dyslexic. I don't know what to tell you.
That sounds like a wiener medicine.
Well, maybe it is. Speaking of which, those things...
Can't get it up tonight? Aberall.
Yeah. There you go. And for those audience members who are not aware, we are sponsored by Blue Chew. The discount code is Renown Sushi Master. So it looks like oh boy, has a strategy here.
The early pit stop.
Well,
we'll see how that works out. It's
yeah,
pronounced Obi-Roy.
Obi-Roy. Okay. All right, Mr.
I like our way better.
Yes, well, we'll keep that between ourselves.
Okay.
Just like Maloof.
Meatloaf.
Yeah. I wonder what Pepper's real name is.
I don't know.
He keeps that a guarded secret.
How about this one? Warm water.
I would say that's probably his real name.
You think?
Could be.
He probably got made fun of a lot.
Maybe.
I mean, warm water. It's like pee, right?
Well, speaking of pee.
Okay.
We may have covered this earlier, but your dog peed on your PlayStation.
No, you got this wrong. Not my PlayStation. That would take some serious effort from a Pekingese to get up on the table and pee on a PlayStation.
Now, could you imagine if one of your pets actually paid, especially on a PS5 where the vents are just nice and wide open?
Right.
I think I would murder my dog or cat.
I mean, I could see him doing other things. I mean, it looks like a giant vagina to begin with.
Oh, I just did not need to know that.
Have you ever looked at your PlayStation?
Yes.
That's why it's so appealing. That's why everybody wanted one.
Oh, because it looks like one of those things.
Yeah, it just needs a pink cover.
Well, you know, they do sell one that's kind of pink.
Do they?
Yes, they do.
Mm.
I think they call it...
I know where my birthday money's going.
Well, speaking of which, isn't your birthday coming up soon?
No, it passed.
Oh, that's right. You're a November child.
No, I'm almost Jesus' birthday.
Oh! Well, that must have been rough growing up.
Yeah, it kind of sucked.
See, I would never do that to my kids if I ever had kids. I would never, like, impregnate my wife or significant other or side piece.
I don't think it was planned.
Well, I definitely wasn't planned.
I mean, my sister's 11 years older than me, and my brother's 8 years older than me.
Oh.
So, I'm pretty sure I was a surprise.
Oh, hello! We can still get pregnant! Who knew? Well, you know what they say? They usually say the youngest is going to be the tallest, the smartest. So,
Really?
there's that.
Well, I am tall. I don't know if I'd go smartest. I mean, I'm hanging out with you.
Oh, well, yeah. There's that.
But anyways, back to what you're saying. The dog peed on my surge protector for the PlayStation.
Oh, that's right.
Like a lot. Like, I didn't know like that much pee can come out of Pekingese.
Well, don't you walk your dog?
It was when I got home from work, and it was my wife's first day at work, so...
Oh, so you got neglected.
Yeah. Don't say it like that.
Well, I don't know, man. I used to take a former girlfriend, not the current girlfriend. I used to take care of her dog.
Right.
Because the dog liked me better than her.
Well,
And
yeah.
sometimes I'd have him for like a week, and I would feel terrible leaving him alone while going to work.
Well, normally he's pretty good in that sense, but I guess today he had a little separation anxiety because she's been off of work for a week or two, so.
Oh, so he had to get reacclimated into like, oh,
yeah,
the adults left me.
Yeah, I'm left alone. I gotta hold my stuff.
No. Oh, if I can't hold it, I'm gonna show you them who's boss.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep right on the surge protector.
Because I know if I ruin the surge protector, he won't be able to play games.
So when I got home from work, after taking him out and everything, I came upstairs to sit and relax and hit the button on the controller, turn on the PlayStation. And it's one of those surge protectors that the PlayStation is like the master controller. So once that kicks on, like the TV kicks on, my desk lamp kicks on, all that stuff. And then, it started making some weird noises. The surge protector, not the PlayStation.
Yeah, if the PlayStation starts making weird noises, that's when you start to cry.
Weird noises, and it got really hot and started smoking. And so,
and you had flashbacks of the 924.
Yeah. So quick unplug everything and unplug it from the wall. Like literally, I picked it up and it poured out of it.
Oh my God, how much pee was in the little puppy?
I don't know. He filled it up. And the aim. Incredible.
I think he was trying to tell you something.
I'm not even mad. I'm impressed. So I attempted to take it apart and clean it up, but we got whatever.
We are halfway through, not over yet.
I don't know if it has like a little power supply in it or whatever that controls everything.
Yeah.
That must have still been wet because after I cleaned it up and everything and dried it out, that was still getting hot and making a noise.
Yeah, at that point, it's like, okay.
Yeah, so
I know what I'm going to ask for Christmas.
I had to switch it out with another one. I was determined to fix it, though.
Meanwhile, speaking of fixing, look at Pepper's just going into the pit. Let's see if he screws it up.
Has he been known to do that?
No.
That seems really slow.
Well, there is a speed limit.
Right, but it's like he came to a complete stop.
Well, see that for me, I always panic thinking I don't want to get the penalty,
Right.
so
The
I
drive-through.
overstop. Yeah. I tend to overstop. Some of these guys can like hit their mark, like
Right on.
I think it's 50 miles per hour
No, it's like 31. It's a weird
or 31.
number.
So, oh, they're not using freedom units. I forgot.
Yeah. 31 miles per hour. That is a long pit lane.
Oh yeah. Spa is known for one of the longest pit lanes, especially in this configuration. And as we all know, GT7 has the same issue.
Right.
Oh my god, this is like watching grass
Agonizing.
grow. I would think I'm losing all kinds of positions. Oh, looks like what happened to?
What? They're all.
Oh,
pitting.
Sam got passed.
Well, no, they pitted out. Oh no, they didn't pit yet.
No.
Maloof and Orr are still.
So meanwhile, we were talking about peeing and stuff like that. We missed some overtaking action in the front.
Well, not really. It's just pit cycles. Because Maloof and Orr still have to come in for their pit stop. Like you see the
Oh yeah,
the orange
there it is.
the orange bar next to their names.
Yeah,
That means they still have to make
they
their
got
stop.
to pit.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sam basically pitted, and that's how Maloof
Overtook them. Yeah.
over. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, sorry, audience members.
He's new. All right.
I'm new. You know,
Stop and go
I'm.
for the 222.
Oh, warm water got to stop and go.
Yeah.
Probably came in too hot. Oh, I can already see it. He's gonna drive angry.
Came in a little too warm.
Yeah. I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
Got him.
There's no fooling you.
No. See, now Orr's coming
There's
in.
Orr. Too bad they don't give points for leading a lap.
Yeah, it's not like Super Formula, which is coming up this Saturday.
Yeah, I am ready.
Yeah, did you practice?
No, I need to practice this week.
I had a room open last night.
Oh, you did?
Everyone ignored me. Yep.
What was it? Oh, I was too busy playing with Moby. And then,
Gross.
dealing with my alternator. And you know what the worst thing about it? The cost of the alternator, no big deal. I mean, I don't want to spend the money, but,
right.
But the real tragedy of it all is I didn't get to go to In-N-Out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Were you going to get a burger?
I was going to get a burger and fries and a milkshake. So I had earned it.
That sounds
I
expensive.
lost. No, it's not expensive. That's the beauty about In-N-Out.
Well, how much is a burger, fries, and milkshake?
$12.
Okay, I guess that's not too bad.
Yeah.
That's still expensive. That better be
Wow.
a big ass. That better be a big burger.
It's a double. 2 patties,
2 pieces of cheese.
cheese and lettuce, tomato, onions. Yeah. It's a tasty burger.
Around here we got a place. It's a gas station, but the food there is awesome and cheap. So nice, big old bacon cheeseburger with lettuce, tomato, and mayonnaise on it, on a big hard roll. It's an
Yeah.
actual hard roll, like really good hard roll. $5.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And, it's fresh made. Like something grandma would make you.
So is this like a one-off type of gas station, or is this like a chain?
Yeah. No, it's just a one-off local gas station. It has like a lunch counter.
Well, that's an interesting way to get like customers. Like, hey, we got tasty burger here.
Oh. It's nice. So you go in there, you get your burger, you grab a $1 bag of chips, and the big old can of Arizona tea. $7. You're good.
Well, out here,
They're
Arizona
stuffed.
tea costs you $7 all by itself.
No, you're
No,
lying.
I'm just kidding. I'm exaggerating.
Because I know, like, I've read the Arizona guy says as long as he owns the company, a big can of Arizona tea will always be $1.
Oh, that's good.
Like, it's printed right in the can, 99 cents.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah.
Well, I never knew that he had vowed to always keep it that. Oh shit.
Quit playing with your
There's-
stick.
Hey, I used to hear that a lot from my mom and dad when I was growing up.
Quit playing with your stick, or Arizona's
Yes.
will always be $1.
Well, both.
You grow hair on your palms.
I grew up Catholic, so I heard it all.
You're going to hell.
It's like, no, mother. The father explained to me that it doesn't work that way.
He said it's cool, as long as you tell him about it afterwards.
Right. Speaking of which, here's another fun fact. So, did you ever see the movie? What the heck was it called? It was the one based in Boston where they found out all about the.
No, I did not see that.
Well,
know
I
what you're
saw the
talking
movie.
about. Right.
Yeah. Well, what was interesting about the movie is like, how that was all exposed and yada yada yada.
Right.
And I'm like, I remember talking to my parents about the movie. I guess this movie came out somewhere in the 2010, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I had no idea that was such a big problem. But it all made sense because when I went to First Communion, what did my parents tell me? Oh, make sure the Father doesn't touch you.
For real?
I'm thinking, yeah, I'm not kidding.
They sang
here I am.
anyways.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
So it's up to you to make sure this doesn't happen.
Right. So I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute. So all you people knew about this issue, but your advice is, hey, just make sure the Father doesn't touch you.
Hey, it's you got Sunday school today. Watch your butt.
Right. Exactly. Wow. All right. Well, we went from a race series to an educational series here. Meanwhile, we're all hoping that the Pope is recovering. He's currently in the hospital. Apparently he's in the hospital right now, kind of recovering from some stuff.
Like old person stuff? Do we have an old Pope now? Or do we have like a...
Oh, he's old.
Okay.
You know, it's funny, you said old, and he himself said, like, in an interview, yeah, I have some issues, but that's because I'm old. So, like, he's got a sense of humor.
Right.
Speaking of sense of humor, it looks like Ben still's not pitted. Actually, he's the only guy that hasn't pitted.
He's got 30 seconds. Oh, no, he's in the pits now.
Oh,
see
okay. Let's see where he's going to come out. Yeah, I see the P.
The P stands for I'm pitting.
Yes. You know, it's funny. I learned something today, boys and girls. I learned my alphabet.
Here comes Sam.
Oh, this could be interesting. Maloof is still in the pits. Oh, doesn't look good. There he goes. Boys and girls, this could be interesting.
No, look how far back he was.
Yeah, I know.
No.
I try to make it exciting.
Maybe. It might be exciting, maybe.
Oh, for Phillips?
Yeah.
Oh, this could be interesting.
He's already out.
How far back is, oh, there's Moby.
Yep.
So right now on the podium, it's looking like it's going to be Sam on top, followed by Maloof and Phillips.
11 seconds. Oof.
Yeah. Now I gotta say,
yeah. Go ahead
to
and
drive these GT4 cars fast in this game is tough.
I've been finding to drive any car fast in this game is tough.
Well, there's that. So,
Seems like
speaking
everybody's spread out now.
yeah.
So we'll go back to our original request of watching Old Roy.
All right.
Maybe Old Roy. Old Roy.
Old Roy.
Yeah, that's the dog. That's the Walmart dog food.
Is that any good?
I don't know. I haven't eaten it.
Oh, come on. I'm sure you've at least tasted it. You've never been curious at what you're feeding your dog?
No, it's dog food.
Oh.
Do
Okay,
you
it's not
eat
going to kill
dog
you.
food?
Well,
Uh,
normally
well,
no.
Normally no. But have you?
Well, one time, when I was taking care of my girlfriend's dog, he wouldn't eat the dog food I got him. So I'm like, dude, come on.
So the intrusive thoughts got to you?
Well, no. I was like, well, how bad could this be? So I tasted it, and I'm like, oh, dude, no. I totally understand why you're not eating this. So from then on, I decided to cook for him.
So by what?
I started cooking for him.
What do you mean you cooked for him?
Yeah, like, I discovered he liked chicken, so I would make him chicken. You never cooked for your dog?
Well, no. Well, I'll give him like table scraps here and there.
Oh, no. I made
like,
my...
I never specifically like, oh, here you go, boy. I made you chicken cordon bleu today.
You would have been the ultimate dog owner had you done that.
Like, were you sitting at work like planning out like meals for your dog?
No, I gave him the same stuff every time.
Oh.
Like he liked turkey, chicken, and salmon with carrots.
That sounds like a cat. You sure it wasn't a cat?
No, it was a dog. It was a little Yorkie. And this little Yorkie, man, had a personality.
Oh yeah, it's a Yorkie. It was probably an asshole.
This Yorkie wasn't quite an asshole, but he pretty much ruled my girlfriend's roost. Like, what he said went.
Yeah.
It's like when I would go walk him, you wouldn't walk him, he'd walk you. You know, this dog weighs like a total of 7 pounds, and you're like pulling on the leash, like, let's go this way, and he digs his heels into the concrete saying no.
I'm just gonna sit right here.
Yep. So I would have to pick him up and like literally say, okay, the walk is over. And I'd have neighbors go look at me and say, well, wait a minute, who's walking who?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, there you have it. He's a Yorkie.
I want to know why old boy's car is so filthy and nobody else's is.
You know, I was wondering that myself.
Look at it.
It's not like these things are spewing exhaust.
Right?
Well, if he was behind, let's see, one of the Camaros, those things spew oil all the time.
Well, yeah. look,
Yeah, he's
but
covered
like,
in it.
Like Frank behind him his car is nice and clean.
That is a very good question. We should ask the, hey chat, does anybody know why
His car
boys
is filthy.
It's gonna be interesting. Perot always gonna look on the outside. Oh boy, takes the middle line. That's pretty strategery. Oh, this is not gonna be good.
Go for it.
Yeah, I think Perot is gonna get the better exit. No, he pinches it. He didn't pinch a meatloaf.
Pinched it off.
Well, there's that. So who's part? Oh, you know, Peppers may be the benefactor of this if these guys tangle.
Uh-oh. Number 20. Drive-through for track limits. Oh, boy.
Oh, he got it. Oh, that sucks.
Well, that's probably why his car's filthy.
He went off
Keep
road.
it on track.
Oh, you gotta be wondering what's going on. Oh, he's giving him the signal. Yeah, he's flashing his blinkers. I'm not sure why. Oh yeah, he lets him through. Oh, it must be going through his head. It's like, okay, what did I do?
Stepped off track too many times.
Speaking of drive-thrus, I got 4 in one race once.
Proud of you.
Thank you. This is when I was learning the intricacies of this game. What you can and cannot do.
Well, I guess Frankie's car's a little yucked up too.
So I wonder with, let's see, 13 to go, at what point is oh boy going to, oh, you know, I gotta get this pronunciation right. He's gonna probably listen to the stream afterwards and go, okay, who's this Medell guy that's not pronouncing my name right?
It's supposed to be Oberoi.
You know that for a fact?
That's what the chat said. It was somebody with the same last name, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Maybe, you know, significant other, family member.
Maybe a broy.
A
bro.
I see what you did there.
Oberoi. Yeah, Oberoi.
Oberoi. Okay, now I'm going to say it right every time. Oberoi.
Yeah.
Hey, people get my last name wrong all the time. They'll say Mendel, and I'm like, there's no N in my name. Or they'll say Medel. It's like there's no double E.
Nobody can spell my last name.
What is your last name?
Don't worry about it, all right?
I'll just ask Moby.
Oh, he can't spell it.
Oh.
He has no clue.
Well, what is your, without telling me your last name, where does the Dave last name originate from?
Oh, I believe it's German.
Oh, okay.
So there's lots of consonants, not enough vowels.
Oh, so you're, what is it? What's the, from Thailand? Do you have any friends from Thailand?
Why would I have friends in Thailand?
I don't know. I mean, doesn't everybody?
Do I seem like the type of guy that goes to Thailand?
No, but you're the type of guy that may go those type of clubs. No?
No. Sorry.
Oh, man.
You're lucky I leave the house.
Yeah, so we have one customer who's from Thailand. Not Thailand. I'm confusing Asian countries now. This is what happens when you don't eat.
Philippines?
No, not the Philippines. I've been to the Philippines. Oh my God. It is very cool and very third world at the same time. But the nicest people. They are very nice. I had a guy when I was leaving in the Philippines. He looked at my passport, you know, at the airport, you know, through security. And he's like, "Oh, you're Filipino." And I look at him going, "How do you think I'm Filipino?" And he's like, "Oh, you have the same last name as me." I go, "You, my friend, and me, my friend, we both have Spanish names." Medell is not a Filipino name. It is a Spanish name, of which you and I share heritage. But I'm not Filipino.
Well, technically, if he was born in the Philippines, and that's his last name, technically, I guess it's a Filipino last name.
If you look at it that way, yes, I guess.
You know, it's technically like yours is an American last name.
True.
That's why
I'm just glad my mom never divorced my dad, because then I would have gotten her maiden name.
Which was?
Mujica.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but the
good
way
luck
it's
spelling
spelled,
that.
people would have said Mujica. Because, oh,
I feel bad for my wife growing up. Her last name was Copenhaver.
that's very
That-
German.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of letters for
Yeah,
a kid to try and spell in kindergarten.
yeah. Well, our accountant's name in where I work, her maiden last name was Ashcraft. So,
Nope.
yep. Apparently, she was teased a lot.
What?
I know.
Hard to believe.
Yeah.
Such a wholesome name.
Well, it's very wholesome, but not as wholesome as my French teacher's last name,
Which was?
Miss Pousset. I'm not kidding, and that's how she pronounced it. And I remember thinking in junior high, this has got to be a joke.
Like she had to know, right?
I'm pretty sure she did.
Like she didn't just say, just call me Mrs. P.
Yeah, Mrs. P. Oh, fun fact. I had a teacher in junior high school who ended up marrying Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg's married.
I know, right?
I had no idea.
Yes. Yep. Discovered this, would have been in high school
Mm-hmm.
or just out of high school, and watching the Oscars.
Right.
And she had just won an Oscar for...
Sister Act.
No. No, she was robbed. She should have won for that. And then there was the follow-up, Ghost. She didn't get an Oscar for that.
Yeah. That was a weird movie.
Yeah, I went to go see that with my best buddy, not knowing
What?
that it was
What?
a chick flick.
You were just
We did
Swayze
not
crazy.
know. Huh?
You were just Swayze crazy.
No. We thought it was like going to be a horror movie. Hey, hello, Ghost?
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah, well, after the first 5 minutes, we realized, oh no.
But you watched it anyways.
We did. And we made sure not to hold hands at leaving the theater.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's that. But hey, not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with that.
So Perot is what, 3 seconds behind Orr, and he's got 5.5 minutes.
No, he's six
Or
and a
so.
half seconds back. Or is
Yeah.
3.5 back to Packham.
You know, Packham, I saw his performance in GT3. I was battling him somewhat in last week's race.
Mm-hmm.
He is fast.
Apparently, it's up in 4th place.
Oh, you know, I was demoted.
Were you?
Not at work. No,
No.
in this league.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I won amateur,
Mm-hmm.
got promoted to silver, ran I think 2 seasons of silver, and got demoted back to AM.
Oh.
I guess they have this crazy point system that if you don't maintain it, you get put in the back.
Well, now you get to dominate AM again.
I don't know about dominating this. There's 2 guys ahead of me that are pretty quick. I'm gonna have to, like, you know, do some PA magic.
Which is...
Smoke a cigar before the race.
Oh.
Kind of, you know, take the edge off.
Right.
I'm not gonna do what Rod does.
Smoke a tree before the race.
Yes, I'm not doing that.
Rod should have been here tonight.
Yeah, I know. I think what was his issue tonight?
Oh, I don't know. I was just saying for the broadcast.
Oh, no. Well, I must say though, we need to fix his mic level.
Yeah. I think we got it figured out. Finally.
Yeah.
We'll see when I listen back to this one.
Oh, speaking of dirty cars, look at Peppers.
I know. They're all.
What are these guys doing?
I don't know. Maybe it's just a filthy track. Because I think even look, Moby's filthy also.
Yeah. Well, Moby's generally filthy. Oh, rumor has it he's going to come out to the West Coast and go to Laguna Seca.
Yeah. Well, I know he's going out there for that. I think Pig was saying something about hanging out with him too.
Mm.
And you and Seller are supposed to.
Yeah, I got to figure that out because I fly out a couple days after he's here to Japan. Though these days, I'm not sure if I want to get on a plane.
Right?
Did you see the video of the plane in Canada, the Delta?
The one that flipped upside down?
Yes.
What was that about?
Well, apparently,
It looked like the runway was a sheet of ice.
Well, not only that, but apparently there was these crosswinds. And you know how every job, there's a coworker that is like the know-it-all?
Right.
Well, our resident know-it-all explained to me, mansplained, that in crosswind situations when landing, the pilot is supposed to push the plane down. Okay. And I'm thinking, well, if you watch the video, it sure looks like he pushed the plane down. He pushed it so hard down that the landing gear popped. And so that's why the I think it was the right side had pretty much, come undone,
right.
Collapsed the right wing onto the tarmac and caused it to flip.
That's crazy.
I'm thinking to myself, if I ever when I get on a plane again, which is going to happen in May, I'm going to ask the pilot before he lands, yo, dude, if there's crosswinds, don't land. I don't want you pushing the plane down to help mitigate the crosswind.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to get on a plane anytime soon.
No. I want things to kind of hopefully somewhat settle.
Well, now, I guess all the layoffs are at the parks department too, because we have a national historic site or park here in the city, and I'm just reading in the paper that they had to let 5 employees go because of this.
Let's find money and try to save it everywhere.
Yeah.
We'll just call it that.
Yep.
Wow.
So all the national parks are losing employees because that's part of the plan.
I mean, I'm all for finding inefficiencies. I mean, ever since we were kids, we've always known there's inefficiencies.
Right.
But there's got to be a more efficient way of doing it.
Yeah.
Speaking of efficient, is Peppers going to catch Perot in the last lap? Oh, he made... Oh, Peppers is going to look... Oh, come on, Peppers, be aggressive. Be more man in him. To quote a famous Rocky movie.
Which one was that?
That would be Rocky 3.
I should know that.
You should know that. Because,
that is the greatest movie ever made.
Yes. I would concur.
Good. A lot of people argue Rocky 4. Rocky 4
Oh,
is
no. Now, I enjoyed Rocky 4. Don't get me wrong. But 3 is much better.
Well, no, see, Rocky 4 is just montages of the previous films.
That's
Most
true.
of the movie. Like, there's really barely any story. It's Russian comes, Russian kills Creed. And then Rocky fight Russian.
Yeah. And Rocky wife looked hot. Oh,
I don't know if I'd go that.
Well, I'm not talking about, what's her name? The one he ended up marrying for real.
No, the one, the movie, what's her name? Talia
Adrian.
Shire.
Yeah, Talia Shire. Come on. One of the prettiest actresses of her generation.
No. Maybe you're watching a different movie. Not in Rocky.
Well, not in the first Rocky, no. For sure, no.
Not even in Rocky. In any of the Rockies.
In Rocky 3, you know, the
She's
money
very plain.
helped.
Very plain.
Oh, I forgot. I'm talking to the guy who has what's her name? Oh my god, I forgot her name.
Sacrilege.
I know. I should. Oh! Perocco's wide. You know what? I think that might have been his third or fourth track limits.
Who, Frankie?
Oh, this is gonna be a race to the wire. Peppers has got to basically think to himself, what would Sell It do?
Hit him.
Yes. And then say, oh my god, is that my bad?
Yeah.
Oh, back marker. Oh, Peppers. Highly disappointed.
It was valiant effort. Somebody ran out of gas.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Hear it.
Oh. It's sputtering.
Or that's the... Oh, that's the fireworks.
Oh, but he's got a
stuck
gas,
there
though.
At the pit entrance. Oh, that was a podium.
For Peckham?
Yeah, it would have
Yeah. So Orr gets the podium. Wow,
Yeah.
good job for Orr. So Sam, Phillips. Oh, Milou fell off. What happened to him?
been. Who knows? Frankie P5, Peppers 6, King 7, Peckham. I guess he's gonna get 8. I don't know. He's in the pits. Doesn't show him across the line. So, oh, maybe old Broy can salvage a P8 out of this. P8.
Huh. Save replay.
Shane 9. Oh, poor Peckham. He's just dropping down the order.
Well, he's just sitting there. He can't even finish, get into the pits.
Yep. Comes Tony.
So Sam, Phillips, or Maloof, Perot. Oh, so Peppers, they all move up.
Yep.
Wow, Peckham.
That's it.
Yep. Oh, Hatcher
Hatch
couldn't
race.
get him.
Nope. I thought Hatcher would get him. Well, we did it. We hung out for an
Yes.
hour.
We learned lots of things. We learned that Talia Shire is not hot in your book.
No.
We learned that Rocky 3 is the best of the Rocky films.
Correct.
Let's see, what else did we learn?
I mean, Mr. T, tell me that isn't like the scariest movie villain.
I would agree.
He's right up there with the alien from the Alien movie.
I don't know if I go quite there, but maybe.
Well, let me ask you this: you're in a dark alley. One end is Mr. T, like Clubber Lang, and the other end is the alien. Which way you headed?
That's a tough choice. I don't know. I'm either gonna get clobbered by Clubber Lang, or some alien's gonna piss acid all over me. I don't know. That's a tough one.
And he's sitting there, hey woman, why don't you come here? Show you a real man.
Jesus, that scene is so wrong, but so good.
Come back to my apartment. Show you a real man.
You gotta love Rocky's hairdo at the time.
Yeah. All poofed up. Looking sharp.
Yep. Well, this was fun.
Right? Not too bad for your first time.
No. We learned a lot about stuff. And it stayed mostly PG.
For the most part.
For the most part.
Except for your French teacher. You have to bleep
Well,
that out.
it's a real name. I can't help that.
I think you made that up.
No, it's true. I have the yearbook to prove it. I still have my yearbooks.
From middle school?
Yeah, they're in like closet somewhere. It's like, oh, it's nice to look back and go, oh, that person's dead. Oh, that person's in prison. Oh, that teacher married that actress. Oh, that's kind of interesting.
Oh, that student and that teacher are married now.
Oh, we had a lot of that.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
gross.
At the time, I was like, huh? Now I'm like, oh, gross.
Right?
Yeah. It's like, what were you thinking?
You weren't.
No. But, if it was Lindsay Lohan, then I can make the exception. How old is Lindsay Lohan, by the way?
I know she's younger than me. I think she's mid to late 30s.
Okay. All right, too young for me. Well, is it though? No.
Oops. No, it's not too young.
No.
All right. Well,
That was fun.
yeah, let me find the right button.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Or those of you who are going to watch it post-race, hopefully we didn't bore you to tears with my first stint out as an announcer. I'm used to announcing RC car races where I'm looking at a scoring screen, I have a mic in my hand, and I'm watching the action on the track. This is a little different.
Well, old Roy's wife watched the race at least.
Nice. Well, hello. Hopefully we entertained you. Actually, I think most of our focus was on him early on because he was doing quite well.
Well, that was per her request.
Oh. Okay, so are we going to split the tip? And please like and subscribe. That helps us out. Helps us pay the rent.
Have a good night.